Hello and welcome back guys to a new Kerbal Space Program video. I'm Space Sheep and let's launch. So today we'll further develop our space station, which we've started building in the previous episode with 2 launches, and as you can obviously see, today's craft is a Space Shuttle replica. So this Space Shuttle is certainly reminiscent of the one we all know and maybe miss, who knows, maybe laugh, who knows, and it might be kind of a Kerbal Space Program replica. However, even to those replicas that usually are producing Kerbal Space Program, it's a slightly smaller one because it has a smaller cargo bay and no additional fuel tanks in the back right after the cargo base. So, as you can see here, at least in the beginning here, it took a while to balance the craft decently, and I'm actually a bit surprised how well was able to balance it for the launch. The only thing I might actually improve upon is getting some separatrons for the boosters, since you just saw in the footage there. We had to turn off our engines in order to get rid of the boosters without anything exploding. The same could actually be kind of talked upon for the orange tank, since there we just skimmed it a little bit with the underbelly of our craft, and one of the fuel tanks there exploded. So that's something we can improve upon. So further on to our payload, we have a small, not quite, well, it could actually go through as a satellite, but the actual kind of purpose of this module, except the big antenna dish, to have some good communications capabilities, as well deep space communication capabilities, is that it's actually supposed to be the science module. We already have a mobile processing lab, aka the science module, on the space station, the bigger part. The first launch, well, the first part which was actually launched, but we totally forgot, or at least completely forgot, oh, maybe neglected it on purpose, who knows, bring any kind of scientific experiments up with us. So there was no Science Junior, no Mr. Magoo, no with thermometer, no nothing. So now we have pretty much everything on board here. We have the Science Junior on the bottom there, and we have some atmospheric scanners, even though they mostly are for decorative purposes, since it's a sandbox. Nothing is really necessary, but still it shows a bit of the capabilities, or maybe the purpose of such a space station. And now, after we dock, we can just open up the cargo module, how's it called? Service bay, there you go, service bay module. And inside there, like I said, we have the a bunch of experiments which we can now turn on and open up. And now the space station, I would say the only major, well, I wouldn't say major thing, but the only thing that might actually still kind of need some improvement for the space station, except just generally increasing it because space stations are nice. Maybe some sort of fuel depot, and slightly larger scale fuel depot, not just a tiny bit. Now onto the shuttle. A real shuttle mission always has to dock with a space station, right? So that's why we have this extendable docking port in the inside of the cargo base, you can see there. And I've been trying for about half an hour getting this thing docked, and this is like the third attempt, well, not the third attempt, but the third time we really get close and kiss the docking ports with R. I'm not quite sure where they showed in the beginning. I haven't paid too much attention to my preview window, but still, there was quite a few times where I got the docking ports to touch each other, and there was never any sort of, it was a small traction force, but nothing more than that, so we couldn't couple the two crafts, which was really weird. Speaking of weird, if we were talking about weird, as you can see there is no target indicated, like the yellow square usually. Somehow it couldn't work today, I have no clue why. So, but after over half an hour of trying to dock these two things together, I decided, you know what, let's just use the secondary docking port, because I usually include one on my space shuttles just for this kind of situation, because I've had a similar problem the previous time, and the previous save was more or less that there was something obstructing the docking port, so I couldn't get them together. But in this case, we actually needed to use the forward-facing docking board to get the two crafts together. And on this note, we are completed. So, well completed, I mean the space shuttle docked to the space station got a new module, so 90 Kubels, which are obviously Jupiter, Valentina, Bill and Bob, can take a small vacation here up in space, or maybe go and do some science, who knows? And you guys will probably figure that out in the next episode. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, Spaceship signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day.